everyone. It's Mick and Dean from State of Paranormal. We're heading out to a cemetery at a place called Perth, which is approximately about 8 kilometres from Evandale. And we're just going to take out some equipment and see what kind of activity we can have out there.
Some stories and histories with the Perth Cemetery.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But we'll just wait and see till we've been there to see what we come up with. We know some basics, but we'll see after the investigation to see what happens.
And let's see, and hopefully we'll get something.
Hopefully we get something for what we're... And I've got some bling on extra to actually attract some extra stuff tonight as well. And,
Definitely.
And as we've prepared, usually, like, I've got crystals in my pocket,
and same here.
Mick
got my crystals to protect me as well.
We'll start to go through our process of protecting ourselves, ready for the night spiritually, and we've got our tech already on board to hopefully capture something to share with you guys.
Most definitely.
As soon as you said that, I could feel it on the back of my neck.
No, that was just you.
EVPs that come through on the way through, we had a bit of a laugh at, because we were kind of walking through the town. We walked like 8 kilometres, and on the EVP it was coming through that we, the word exercise came through. Also that we were like talking how we normally take tissues and stuff because we needed them because it was extremely cold last night, and the word tissues came through as well, and also scent, and that's when we were talking about the smells around of the garden smells in the like evening, about like 7:30 at night, and the wood smoke from the fires as well.
That was a very strong.
We all had headaches at the end of the night. So about a week before going to the cemetery, Kim kept on getting these messages about the letter H, the letter H.
Oh gosh, have we got Plymouth again? I've got Plymouth again. Plymouth, really, really strong. Because I got it in the train when I touched it.
We found, what was his name?
Henry.
We were all drawn to this one particular back corner where we sort of went in, split up, congregated back in this back corner, instantly all in this back corner, and
had a natural pull to that corner.
Kim and Sharija and both yourself, you had like lots of
almost like the hairs on the back of your neck standing up. And it was a very, very still night too. It was a beautiful night, but it was such a feeling that all 4 of us instantly felt.
No,
Clark.
We're trying to read your plaque. Not lost, but gone before. Well, if this is a fleur-de-lis, was he scout? Was probably not in the 1800s, but the fleur-de-lis is on the scout.
I set up and used a laser light grid as well, and projected that across the grave and onto the trees in the background, and we're pretty sure on reviewing that because we were aware when we were standing around that we could see the lights and the laser grid being broken like by a shadow figure that we can't. You
and
thought it was...
Well, definitely looking at it, was definitely in front of the stone too.
Yeah,
so
definitely in front of the stone. It wasn't behind. It was definitely
images.
between us and the tombstone, and that light was definitely being. Shortly after getting into the gate, Kim responded because she goes, "Oh my God, there's like a dog.
A big dog.
There's a big dog here, and Kim isn't aware or wasn't aware that Victor, my deceased Rottweiler that comes to protect Mick and I on our investigation spiritually, I invited there with us. So he was there, but it was great confirmation that Kim actually sensed him there with us.
Before going to Perth Cemetery, I had a little bit of information about apparently a lady in Perth back in 1882, as we believe, took her life and 3 of her children. So I was really interested to see if I could find, and it didn't really take me long at all before we were actually drawn to it, and actually found out her name was Margaret Maddox and her 3 children, and they all passed away in 1882. So we don't really know what went on back in 1882. There's a lot of suspicion. There was a lot of depression.
It was said that she murdered the 3 children and then herself. That's what urban myth and legend would say.
Yeah.
And given their ages and stuff, she had 2 children under 12 months old,
and the third of 8 years old.
So we kind of put it down that she could have actually may have been suffering from post-natal depression or something.
Yeah.
Like there may have been a tragedy that had happened or something that actually, or just straight out post-natal depression, but there may have been a trigger that actually caused her to act in such a helpless way.
Exactly. Or there could have been an illness there or something, but I'm very keen to look into a bit of history into there and see what I can come up with.
Well, could be a 2 or 2,
And then this
aged 8 years.
8 years, so that'll be, is it Morgan or
It says Margaret.
Margaret Maddox.
But
So
that
there
could
was-
be,
There was Albert.
that could be actually, could be
So-
that a 6 or 9.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell. But it's something
there's
months.
a circle and months.
And that
They're
looks
not
like
in.
1 month.
1 month, because it only has a month.
Yeah, and that's got a
Months.
months. So that must have been, 1 month, 2 months. Yeah.
July, but I can't see what year. 18. Does it make sense? Yeah, 18. Is that
Yeah.
18?
1832.
And then that's 18 something.
Yeah.
And that's 1880 something. 1880 something? May?
Could be 1882.
Yeah.
1882. Ah, would it make
1882.
sense? It would have been
She
all the
killed-
same year.
She killed all her children and then herself.
Yep, in the same year. That was the story, that she took them and then took a life. Earlier I heard a story of apparently there was a woman who murdered her 3 children here. And apparently the myth goes, and I've just come across a stone here that I believe is her, because it names all 3 kids on there, and they were all months old. So I think this is the lady in the grave, and I'm pretty confident it is.
Oh, this is little John. Yep. Lily, Florence, little John. Yep, here we go. Here we go.
Kim had a message for Lily, or to find Lily, and it was very short time after, because we were literally meters from Lily's grave.
She made it quite obvious.
She made it quite clear that we were very close by. Kim then received a message that once I had approached the grave, that Kim didn't need to be that medium anymore, because Kim was the vehicle that drew me towards Lily because the message or that connection was for between Lily and myself. I went with my intuition, which I normally do. I lit a candle and sat on the ground or kneeled on the ground to meditate and to try and connect with Lily. We've got footage where you can see an apparition come up and glow in the darkness.
It's quite clear too, so it's really good
Yeah.
confirmation.
There's few distractions, so I kept on connecting and losing. It was in and out, and you can actually quite clearly see the apparition coming and going and coming and going and
that's
stuff.
the interruption.
And
That doesn't surprise me with what I'm about to do.
when Kim was observing me lighting the candle and then connecting with Lily, she witnessed two shooting stars go overhead at that time, and she also witnessed when I knelt down and connected that she saw a light phenomena around myself and like shooting up to the sky. Now, spiritually, that is actually how I set myself up for protection, is that I surround myself in light and spiritually connect. So she saw what I was visualizing around myself when I get in to that meditative state. So that was nice confirmation as well that she's witnessed that. I just am spewing that we didn't have a third like onlooking or other camera to actually to capture.
Even to capture that. I just got a message that says leave here.
Oh really? Why? Do you feel uncomfortable or anything?
No, and
No, I certainly don't. Do you feel uncomfortable or anything, Kim?
No, I was just saying to Zaree, there's one thing we need to find before we go.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with how the investigation went last night. Are
Yeah,
you?
so am I. Yeah, I'm pretty happy that we got a bit of confirmation. There was a lot of feeling, a lot of energy, a bit of release, I think, for Kim as well.
Yeah.
I think that anguish of HH, I think, was a really
Yeah.
good release for her.
Yeah,
that
there
we
was a big
found.
resolve that
So there
letter
was a
H was
really
resolved,
good
that we found
release.
Harry and that
Yeah.
he was a playful spirit. And we
Yeah.
saw that play there with the lasers as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was really good.
Yeah, and it's good to get a bit of confirmation about Margaret too. So coming across her grave was
With
With-
the mother and the
the mother and the three children.
that was
Yeah, that was
good confirmation
yeah.
as well. And finding tombstone that was weeping with the lady. That was good confirmation as well.
And I think the meditation for you.
And the
was-
meditation for me was really quite powerful and moving. Even though I could connect and I didn't actually eventually get a message, I think there may be something unresolved there.
Yeah,
but
I think it's definitely worth revisiting.
but it's
there
worth
and-
revisiting.
and going back.
I'm at peace with it, but
but
I think we could probably
I'd like to go back.
go back again to revisit that, because she was a spirit that I could connect with very, very quickly and easily. So I'd like to revisit. Massive thanks to Kim and Zuria for inviting us to go out investigating with them. As a paranormal investigation team, it's not just about us, it's the other people that we can then bring in to it with us as well, because more people, more energy, more vibrations, more psychic mediums, healers, empaths. We are a mixed and varied bunch of both like psychic gifts, and we have some technical backgrounds as far as science. We love technology, so good little team.
Yeah.
Thanks, girls. So next big project that we've got, we want to go to the Nile Cemetery to find my great-great-grandfather's grave. He's buried there in an unnumbered or unknown plot. I have had some spiritual connections with him and have received some visions around that. We'll be doing quite an intense sensory deprivation experiment with myself through meditation. I will have a blindfold on because it'll be daytime, and I'll also have earplugs in as well. There'll be some EVP and spirit box communication going on, which I won't be able to hear or know what's going on around me.
It's just a little brief one.
It's amazing what you can capture during the day. You can capture
different energy.
full spirit apparitions, light phenomena, shadow figures, everything that you can at night, you can still see during the day, and you still get the same sort of electromagnetic fields, the same quality of EVP and spirit box sessions. So and same with a kinetic SLS as well. Like everything works just as well during the day as what it does. Well, it's more difficult at night because we need to up the technology a little bit more to capture that full spectrum at night stuff, and use like lights and stuff to
So hopefully we'll get our new gear soon.
That's going to be fun and exciting. We have got some new gear coming to add to what we've already got to make it not only more exciting, that we can actually show some more evidence based proof, really.
It is. It's always good to have the proof to back it up. So
So we look forward to it. Stay tuned, be safe, and if anything goes bump in the night, you know who to call. Us too. See ya.
bye.